I think the fear is going to continue to build until we wake up from the dream we've put ourselves into as humanity here. Humans are so empowered with their own capacity to change and transform that there's only a call to action and only a call for opportunity rather than a call to fear and paranoia. In the end, we're afraid of something that's happening around us because we don't understand it or we don't feel the opportunity to change it. And so this has been the most extraordinary example of a whole planet now, 7 billion people strong, going into that fear paradigm. And so we have a crisis of identity at a deep soul level. We literally need to re-envision the human immune system and our relationship with Mother Nature right now. We've seen the corruption of the media deeper than we've ever seen it, and we've seen the corruption of public health modalities in the same way. We are in a psychological rut that is keeping us from seeing the terrain around us, and we need to stop abusing one another in the rut. All of that is symptoms of the chaos of the blinders on. We need to extract ourselves, see this for the glory that we are in. For a moment, if you would allow me to move out of my science mind more into just a bigger picture for a moment, is in my hospice care, sitting with hundreds and thousands of patients over the many years who are dying from any number of diseases or just failing health at 105 years of age. Those patients get to demonstrate a birth in that moment that is so beautiful. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever witnessed as a physician, is this thing that we call death. It has been demonized and fear-mongered just as the viruses have. And so I encourage all of you to go against what just happened. And when we see crisis happening to our elderly, rush to their bedside, be with them and witness their rebirth. Because what is rebirthing is not a biologic body. What is rebirthing is an energetic soul. Literally, you get to see an energetic awareness, a consciousness emerge from that person. And they will say things in those last couple minutes. And in a moment of lucidity, they will heal a relationship with an estranged family member or an estranged family. And they will say, I love you. I am sorry. It is beautiful on this side. And I'm moving into it with joy. And in those few words, and then they go back to sleep and they pass away. In those few words, they engender that family now with a new sense of hope and a new healing that happens. And so we need to take this death moment of our species and we need to speak wisely to one another and see that we are not just biological bodies that are failing on a planet that is failing its biology. We are actually spiritual beings on some level. There's energy within these bodies that animate the cells. And if you've ever seen somebody who's dead, you don't have to wonder if they're dead because you can feel it in your energy field. You can feel that there's a vacancy within that biology. And yet it's still 70 trillion cells. The life is still there, but the spirit is gone. When we have that separation moment, it should really inform us about what does it mean to be alive in the body. We don't have 7.8 billion bodies walking around this planet. We have 7.8 billion humans. And to be human is this union of spirit and body. We are animated not at the biological level. We are animated in the energy field. We are animated by the intention of life within the vacuum space that inhabits our bodies. I want to welcome you all into a new state of awareness, that you step into life on the planet right now at the tipping point, which I believe has to mean you are part of the solution. You are at very least part of the rising awareness or consciousness of a people that have self-annihilated themselves and annihilated the biology and planet that they were gifted. In that annihilation, we have the opportunity to wake up and see that we're not here to fight over limited resources. The planet is an abundance of life, and it will produce every bit as much energy and resources needed for a species that comes into balance with it. And the balance, again, is not going to be through vaccines. It's not going to be through some medical technology. The balance is going to come through knowledge and connection to education, connection to new awareness, new systems of psychology and philosophy that will change our relationship to Mother Nature, and we will reintegrate. It's our only option now is to be a hospice patient in our rebirth. We will rebirth on the other side after our extinction regardless. We are going to expand We will go back into our energy state as we let go of this species identity. And we could do that as a species if we allow ourselves to rise above the chaos of that rut.